Well, isn't this some beautiful bit of news here? And here's where my mind goes with these titles. It goes into two places. So first of all, she's up for returning. Padme is going to return to Star Wars. She wants to return. The second thought that I have is that she has already returned. She's already filmed scenes, and this is just kind of like a media thing where they're a marketing thing where they're priming the audience that she could return. She's open to returning. The possibility is there, which makes us amped for it, more comfortable for it, whatever it might be. So it puts the idea in our heads, and then over time, it'll grow. Star Wars prequel trilogy star Natalie Portman is up for returning to Star Wars as Padme Amidala if Lucasfilm asked her to. Responding to fan questions for GQ's Actually Me series, Portman replied to a Reddit post that asked if the character would ever return. "I have no information on this," she said. "No one's ever asked me to return, but I'm open to it." So, personally, I don't think anyone has asked her to return yet. I don't think that she has any sort of scene in Ahsoka or anything like that. But it wouldn't be completely far-fetched with the flashback rumors that we have received regarding the Ahsoka show with Anakin in Clone Wars armor and Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. We could easily see them returning to Coruscant and him reuniting with Padme for maybe like a very short, 30 seconds or something like that, or 1 minute. And I think that is totally realistic, as well as seeing Obi-Wan. Though her character's main story was completed in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the potential return of Padme would follow in the footsteps of co-stars Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, who played Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, respectively. The following paragraphs feature mid-spoilers for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series. Both actors returned in Obi-Wan, as we know, so it's really not out of the park to think that Padme could return as well. Now, I don't think she would have much more of a scene than, maybe Anakin reuniting with her on Coruscant, because then it would kind of change things with Revenge of the Sith if they were to add anything extra. And you got to be careful with that. It is Dave Filoni, so I think he can do it. And I think I have total confidence that he would do it well and wouldn't, muddy up the timeline or anything like that, so that when you're watching Revenge of the Sith, you're not like, wait, what? She's doing this at this time? Now, I will say that there was a concept art of her originally going to Mustafar with a knife in her hand to kill Anakin. And of course, she didn't. But I think that would have been much more akin, much more suiting to Padme's character, especially compared to the Clone Wars show, because she was much more badass, more authoritative. So I think that if they want to return Padme, they should give her a really cool scene and something that, kind of is honorable to her character in the Clone Wars and in the books. Because I always felt like Padme was more badass than they portrayed her in the movies, who was almost like a damsel in distress a little bit, but, she still had her moments where she shone, especially in the Genosian arena and so on and so forth. But in the books and in the cartoon, she definitely shone a bit more, and I would love to see that for her character and for Natalie Portman to portray that with Anakin returning and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm happy that she's open to it. I hope that they do, and I hope that it's going to be something that's going to add only to the character's storyline and to the story as a whole. Love you guys. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see Natalie Portman return in Star Wars, or do you think she should be left where she is in the prequel trilogy? Thanks for watching today's video. May the Force be with you always.